Ever wondered why a child was once hidden inside a suitcase? Or how one man survived 2 separate plane crashes in just 2 days? Did you know the human brain has enough storage capacity to hold the equivalent of around 3 million hours of TV shows and movies? And sharks existed on Earth long before trees appeared. These facts sound completely unbelievable, but they're real. Stay until the end because each fact gets even crazier than the last. Number 14. Some people don't just do a job for the sake of a job, but they truly love their job. Like there was a nurse named Sandra Clark, and in 1986 she was taking care of a terminal patient, and she went outside for some work for a short time, and when she came back that patient was no longer in this world. And that patient had specially said, "Please stay with me in my final moments." But she could not stay with him. And this thing impacted her greatly. Therefore in 2001 she started a volunteer program named No One Dies Alone, in which they ensured that in the final moments of a terminal patient, someone or the other is with them. Number 13. This man survives 2 plane crashes within 2 days in 1954. He had gone to Uganda, and the sightseeing plane that was showing him everything crashed. After which he survived but got some injuries. So another plane was sent to rescue him, and when he boarded that plane, while taking off that plane also crashed. And in all of this he got hurt. But the baddest thing is that 24 hours after this he came out of the jungle on his own, with a banana and a bottle of liquor, as if nothing had happened to him. Number 12. In a Tokyo restaurant, giving wrong orders is completely allowed because all the waiters have dementia. This restaurant, named Restaurant of Mistaken Orders, opened in 2017 with a meaningful mission. Only those people can become waiters here who have dementia or Alzheimer's. The owner's idea was to give these people dignity and purpose. So naturally sometimes orders get mixed up because of memory issues. If you ordered coffee, juice might come. But customers are informed in advance and they embrace it. This experience is unique because it teaches people patience and empathy. Customers say that from a wrong order they realize that compassion is more important than perfection. Number 11. Your brain can store more data than the internet in terms of capacity. Scientists estimate that the human brain can store approximately 2.5 petabytes. This is equal to approximately 3 million hours of HD videos. The interesting thing is that we don't use its full potential. The brain stores information through neural connections and also compresses it efficiently. If you think of the brain as a hard drive, then it is the world's most powerful organic storage device, and it is also self-repairing and continuously upgrading naturally. Number 10. A 425-pound Bengal tiger was secretly living in a New York Harlem apartment. From 2000 to 2003, Antoine Yates was raising a tiger named Ming in his apartment illegally. When Ming was a small cub, it was being raised and grew up in the apartment itself. But when it became 425 pounds, it became dangerous. One day Ming seriously attacked Antoine and gave him deep wounds. When he went to the hospital, authorities became suspicious because the injuries were not normal. Investigation revealed there is a tiger in the apartment. Police raided and everyone was shocked. Neighbors didn't know for years that a tiger was living next door. Ming was rescued and sent to a wildlife sanctuary. This was such an extraordinary case that a documentary was also made on it. Number 9. This girl who you are seeing right now, her name is Rebecca Sharab and she has a very unique disease called hyperthymesia. And because of it she remembers every single thing, every single day. Meaning if you randomly ask what did you do on this Sunday 2 years ago, she will remember what she did. And she doesn't just remember things from 5 to 6 years ago, but from when she was a little child until now, she remembers all the days that have passed. And you might think this is a superpower. She must be very smart. But actually this is a very big problem because she cannot forget old things. And because of remembering so much, she also gets quite bad headaches, for which she has to consistently take medication. Number 8. This fact is genuinely mind-blowing. The first sharks came into the oceans approximately 400 million years ago, while trees were 350 million years ago. Meaning sharks saw dinosaurs coming, saw them dominate, and saw them go extinct too. These are practically living fossils that have been almost unchanged for billions of years. Evolution had adapted sharks so perfectly that there was no need for major changes. When there wasn't even a forest on land, sharks were already apex predators in the ocean. Even today, more than 500 shark species exist. And this is the ultimate example of survival in nature. Number 7. A woman stole $5 billion and disappeared by sitting in a plane. Ruja Ignatova, this lady was famous worldwide by the name Crypto Queen. In 2017, she created a fake cryptocurrency named OneCoin and convinced people that it was the next Bitcoin. Millions invested because the promises were very big. When the investigation started, Ruja sat in a plane with $15 billion and vanished. The FBI and Interpol searched the entire world but found no trace. Some theories say she got plastic surgery done. Some say she is hiding in Russia, and the truth is that nobody knows where she is. Number 6. Okay, do you consider white to be a color? If yes, then you are fundamentally wrong. Visually it might not seem very different, but white is actually not a color, rather it is the absence of color. Meaning wherever there is no color, there is white. For easy understanding and use it is called a color, but actually it is the absence of color. Number 5. In 2019, drunk people stole a 36-ton Soviet tank and went joyriding on city streets. In Poland, a 49-year-old man was drunk with his friends and they stole an old T-55 tank from a museum. At 2 o'clock at night, they were roaming on city roads with this massive tank. Residents thought war had started, that a military operation was going on. When the call came to the police, they also initially couldn't believe it. When they were caught and the police asked what they were doing, they just said we were joking. Obviously they were arrested and serious charges were filed because this was a very dangerous stunt. But this incident is now going viral worldwide. Number 4. AI consumes so much water in 2025 that the entire bottled water industry could use it. A recent study shows that AI systems used approximately 764 billion liters of water in 2025. This is mainly used to cool data centers because AI computations generate massive heat. Technology is rapidly progressing, but the environmental cost is very high. Scientists warn that if sustainable practices are not implemented, if this is not maintained, then the AI boom is harmful for the planet. Now there is pressure on tech companies to use renewable energy and reduce water usage. Number 3. Many people think that we have only recently started preserving food. But that is not the case. Popcorn is the world's oldest preserved food. Meaning many archaeologists have found evidence that popcorn was being preserved 5,000 to 6,000 years ago as well, because its properties were very good. It could be eaten easily in any condition, and preserving it was also very easy. It was quite a handy food and it also filled the stomach quite well, and that is why the people of those times were also very smart, and often before winter came they used to preserve a lot of food like popcorn. Number 2. Look at this photo once. This photo might look AI generated to you. But this is a 2015 photo in which a child was being smuggled into Europe, and they thought the best thing is to put him in a bag. Actually, this child was a migrant, and in 2015 the migrant crisis was going on. There the child was easily caught, and this X-ray photo was taken. At first everyone thought drugs were being smuggled in this bag. But this was a complete human being. Number 1. You know, apple is a fruit that has the most varieties available. But over time its varieties keep disappearing. Meaning new varieties come and old ones finish. Either people stop growing them, or they face some kind of problem, like disease. But there is an engineer named Tom Brown who has saved more than 1,200 apple varieties from disappearing within 25 years by preserving them. Meaning obviously he doesn't farm all of them, but he has preserved samples of all of them.